Hi, my name is Rikke. I'm come from Helath. I used to study at Nordic in the IB department, and then I went to the University of St Andrews in Scotland to study for social anthropology. From then on, I went on to study for a Master's in Public Health, specialising in Global Helath in Atlanta in the US. So the tuition fees in my master's program is $70,000 across the 2 years. I've calculated in total that the degree will cost around $120,000. So that's of course a really big difference from the Danish education system. I financed my studies via something called the Bubba Jones Fellowship. It's a fellowship I got via my undergraduate institution. They had an agreement with Emory University, my master's institution, that they each send one student each way every year. And they had about 20 applicants and I was lucky enough to be chosen. So this fellowship covers my tuition fees, it covers my medical costs, so insurance and everything, which is expensive in the US, and I get a really nice flat, a campus flat in Atlanta, plane tickets forth and back every year, and then a very generous stipend. So that actually covers my cost of studying. Yes, it's definitely possible. I'm actually saving up money while studying for my masters, so you can. So I actually had to check that one. I wasn't sure if it was going to be my rent or the medical insurance. It is the rent that's the biggest one, but medical insurance in the US is expensive. So I don't think I would have had the chance to go if it wasn't for my fellowship, because it costs a lot of money, of course, to study what I do. And I'm really grateful I got the chance. It's an incredible place for what I want to study, so I was really fortunate. But I think if you want to study abroad, you really also got to look at funding, and you got to look at where it costs money to study. So for my bachelor's, for example, I knew I could study for free in 14 different countries, so I chose between those 14 different countries. And then here for my master's, Emory is an incredible place to study what I want to study, but if I hadn't gotten a fellowship, I would have had to look somewhere else to apply for other scholarships, or to study a place where it hadn't cost money, where it's non-fee paying, for example. Well, I'd say, first off, research countries where you can study for free, because there actually are a bunch of them. A bit fewer at master's level, but still. Secondly, look into scholarships, look into fellowships, and you of course can look at the Get Hunt button, but there's also fellowships and scholarships available abroad. If you already studied once abroad, you might have some available to you via your institution like I did. So look into all the money you can apply for, and look into places where you don't have to pay to study.